Well, shit.
Gil Garcia, what's up, man? DK Lucas. About it. Do I sound okay? Ah, PC Fred. Jeepin' Survival, aka, huh? What's up? 10,000 subscribers, man. What's up with that, huh? No, with the big boys now, huh? Yeah, right. 10,000 isn't that much in the YouTube world, man. But it's a lot to me. You know what I mean? Hey, it's a lot to me. How is everybody doing today? Let's see what I look like here. Yeah, it looks okay. A little white, a little bright. That's okay. I've got 2 chats open. I don't need that. Good. Sounds good. Awesome. Just give it a little bit more time here. I've got something to show you here in a minute. Something that's pretty intriguing to me and kind of scary at the same time. Thanks. Mike's Unboxing Reviews and How-To. Appreciate that. From the UK. Awesome. That's awesome. Yeah, man, 10,000, it's a big deal to me. You know. I don't know how in the world I got to 10,000, but I'll take it. I mean, it's a drop in the bucket to some big time YouTube players, you know, but hey, I have fun doing it when I can do it, you know. It's all right. Good to see everybody here today. Get going here in just 1 minute. Matter of fact, got a few little things to open up here just to put on OBS. Yeah. Power jack. We'll be looking at that in a minute. Welcome everyone. Thanks for joining me today. I wanted to do a live stream in celebration of my 10,000 subscribers that I've recently achieved. Hey Don, thanks. Hope your PC feels better, Donald Sayers. Sounds like a nightmare. What do we have in here? Ah, Donald already knows a couple of things I'm going to talk about here. Power adapter. I'll get to that in a moment. Yes, you did, Mike. Yes, you did. That short-lived Discord channel. That got to be quite a mess really quick. But, you never know. Something may come of that. You didn't hear it from me, though. So I want to show you something here. First thing I want to show you here, let me kind of make a little room here for my... I'm going to go back here and get this. Donald Sayers knows about this one. So let me point the camera down where you guys can see that. There, zoom in, and focus. Here we go. MacBook Pro, right? Oh, sorry. MacBook Pro. So I was at a customer's house yesterday, or a couple days ago, actually, and I went to use it at the customer's house. Opened it up, went to try to power it on, and I guess, I don't know, battery was dead or whatever, so I pulled out my charger and I plugged it in. But then I noticed right here, it's not like that now, but this touchpad was up about that high on this side. And I was going, what the heck's going on here? So I was pushing down on it, trying to snap it back into place. And it wouldn't move. It wouldn't go anywhere. And I'm like, man, what the hell? Who's been messing with my laptop? Because I haven't touched it. You know, it's been in my bag. And no other damage anywhere, any signs of anything. But it took me a while, and while on my way home, I was thinking about it, and it had hit me what it probably was. So I don't have it right here in front of me for a reason that is obvious, but I'm just going to show you briefly. So give me 1 sec. Let me go get it. So this is the battery. This is the battery that was in it, and it was swelling. Look at it now, Donald. Oh, wow. This is the battery that was in my Mac. And as Don pointed out, you all know, yep, fire hazard. So I'm going to take this right back outside. But that was pushing up. That was pushing up my touchpad here, and you know, I quickly took it out and got it outside and everything. But this thing here looks like it could go any minute. So I am going to take this back outside. because I don't want to start a fire. I'm glad it didn't, catch on fire before I caught it or whatever. But that's about twice as bad as it was in one day, so it's getting worse. And I've got it sitting in a concrete bird bath outside, an empty bird bath, just to keep my eye on it. I don't know. I really don't know. I don't even want to transport it, That's how bad that is. But the Mac does power up and it works fine, so I'm also grateful for the fact that my Mac still works. But I've never experienced anything like that. I've seen videos on it, and that's an original Mac battery too. So for whatever reason, it decided to start malfunctioning. Not good, right? Pretty bad. Welcome again, everyone. Thank you very much for being here with me today, this afternoon, here on the east coast, southeast coast of Georgia. I'll put this away. I've ordered a new battery. So let me, I'm just going to pick up where I left off on this. This wasn't anything that I recorded, but this is just a little something I've been working on. And looks like a mess, doesn't it? But now this has been, here's a story for you. I think Donald knows this one too. Had this lady bring in this, what is this, an HP? Yeah, just an HP laptop. And said that she thinks it needs a new power jack. And I was like, okay, let's bring it in and let's have a look at it. And so she drops it off to my shop. I get her checked in. And I just don't take customers' words for things. I double check to verify that indeed there is an issue with the power jack. So I do some of the obvious things, like look down inside the power jack there. And it looks a little funny in there. And I was like, okay, that does look a little funny. And then I take her power adapter, and this thing looks really funny. Like this is what let's see if I can get you close up. This is what a regular HP power adapter tip looks like, right? And this one just looks odd. This one looks very odd. It looks like pieces of the edges have been, I don't know, chewed up or something. And then I shined if you look down inside the new one, there's of course a center pin, and it's supposed to feed data or whatever from the charger to the power. To the power jack. But when I look down in here and I shine a flashlight down in there, the pin's not even there, and it just looks terrible down inside this tip here. So I called her up and I says, look, yeah, well, first of all, I tried my own power adapter and it wouldn't fit. It wouldn't even go inside the power jack here. So I knew there was something wrong with the jack because I couldn't get the power adapter in. But she also needed a power adapter. So I called her up and I says, hey, look, I don't know what's going on here, but you not only need a power jack, but you also need a power adapter. And she goes, well, I'm going to tell you a story, and I don't want you to laugh. I was like, all right. And she says, she fell asleep on the couch, and she somehow knocked her power tip into a glass of milk. And it stayed in that glass of milk while she slept. And she said, the next, when she finally woke up, or however long later it was, she took the tip out of the milk and I guess shook it off or whatever. And then I guess sometime later she decided to plug that into her computer. She said that the computer started to boot up and then it kind of shut off. And then she started smelling something. And then she pulled the power adapter out. And she said there was a flame on her power adapter. So I was like, wow, I've never heard that. That's a new one now. I've never heard that one before. That's pretty good. But that explains why her tip of her power adapter looks so gnarly, right? No, I'm not going to put a knife into that battery. Donald, you've seen those batteries do that a bunch, huh? That's the first I've seen it. Well, I've seen them swell, but I haven't seen them swell like that with one of my computers. So that was new to me. Just reading the chat here. Yeah. Hey, Greg. What's up, buddy? How you doing? So anyways, with this right here, it's really no big deal, but I'm just going to do it anyway. I have ordered the jack. So I figure right now we'll just finish replacing this power jack and just carry on and see if this laptop is even operational. We don't even know that. You know, this is how they're coming now. These cheaper models, they don't even have a fan. They got a place for a fan and a heat sink, you know. And they even have vents here as if it's like supposed to blow out air or something. But you know, when they first started doing that, I used to turn them on and kind of feel here, and I says, man, that fan isn't spinning. That fan isn't spinning. Something's going on. And so I better check it out. And I open it up and I see there is no fan. That was back when they first started doing that. So that's pretty funny. Wow. Anyway, let's see if I can go ahead and get this power jack replaced here. Looks like this is underneath the motherboard. So I really don't want to have to take the whole board out, but I will if I have to. Where's my screwdriver? Okay, that might help. Don't know. I wonder how long I could leave it sitting out there. You think that battery will actually catch fire if I leave it? I mean, what else do you do with that though? You can't throw it away. What are you supposed to do with that battery? You know, I don't want to throw it into some trash or even take it to the recycle place. It might catch something of theirs on fire. I don't know. I don't know what to do with it. Let's see if I can just get this motherboard to kind of lift up here a little bit. I'm not sure if I have to unscrew everything. Let's go with this screw here. Another one down here. Another one down here. And you know what? I think I got a stick of memory here that I needed to pop out. It looks like it might be keeping it from moving. So we'll do that. Oh yeah. Recycle it. Yeah, I guess I'll give that a try, man. I hate to even carry it in my vehicle to go get it recycled. It looks like there's another screw right here where the battery charger is. Hey, Tony, what's up, buddy? Just here having a little laptop fun. Celebrating my little 10,000 subscribers. That's pretty cool. We'll go ahead and undo this ribbon cable here. And we'll undo this little ribbon cable here. And we'll pop out this little speaker cable here. If I can get it. There we go. Hey, Brian, how's it going? Where's the king? I don't see him. What's up, Brian? Alright, so now I got me a little bit of wiggle room. I can, looks like this power jack. Let's see, how is that mounted in there? Oh, that's pretty good. Looks like there's a little, I don't know if you can see that there. There's a little cover mounted on top of that jack. Oh, one is longer, one shorter. I'll have to remember that. I'll just put those right there. Yeah, a little cover that covers the power jack. You know, they're getting more and more crafty about securing power jacks. I'm getting less and less power jack repairs in. That used to be one of my main laptop repairs was power jacks all the time, and that's getting less and less. It's pretty cool. So now this motherboard is free enough. Let's see if I can see if that jack will come out. Still kind of wedged in there, I think. I think it's kind of clips in there too. And there. There we go. Kind of pops out. Right? Easy enough. So that's where she plugs in at. Match that up to be sure that looks right. Yeah, that's right. We'll go with that. HP laptops. I get a lot of HP laptops. HP must be selling, one of the lead sellers, man. They be selling some laptops. Get all sorts of HP laptops in my shop. So I just replaced it with the new jack. Right there. So now we just put this back. Simple as that. At least we hope. Right? Be sure all my ribbon cables are exposed. My video cable, don't let that get smushed. And looks like, see if I can get this jack snapped back into place here. Not quite. Not quite. There we go. Right. Looks good. So like I say, I don't know if this computer is going to power up or not, given the fact of what had happened. The fact that her... Yes, Brian. Hello? Hello? Yeah, is that Mr. Brytek?
It's Mr. Brytek.
Oh, is it the king?
It's the king.
Oh, okay, all right. I was making sure you were referring to you and not me, but I kind of figured that.
Just watching your stream.
Yeah, how you doing, Brian? How you doing?
Not bad, man. Not bad.
Okay then.
Yeah, not bad.
I
Just
just
checking in, making sure everything's all right.
yeah, I got it under control. I think I just kind of doing a little stream here, kind of celebrating 10,000 subs, and that's kind of nowhere near like your channel though, dude. Wow. How many subs do you have, Brian?
Oh, I don't know.
It's
340 or something. 330, 320.
wow, 320,000. Okay, well, I guess you should be called the king then. I guess with those kind of subs, that's a lot. Wow,
Nah.
wow. Yeah, well, just I seen that video you did there. That case, I like that glass case.
Yeah,
I like it.
it's pretty decent. I'm gonna do a building, I think.
Yeah,
I don't need no more computers, but I'm gonna do one.
yeah. Well, I like the case though. It's a good price too. So.
Yeah, I don't think you can get it in the States. I'm not sure. You might be able to get it on eBay.
Why do they do that?
I think it's 39 quid on eBay.
Yeah. I'll have to look and see because I'm going to be building me one here real soon. For sure.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah. You going to
I
put...
think it's on the 2700X, I think.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, I think so.
I'm not sure what I'm going with yet.
Yeah, get one of them. New motherboard, chip and RAM. Sell that old beast that I got. Get rid of that.
Right. But what's in that one?
Well, that's a nice 7 in there, I think.
That's, is that one of those, 8-core ones? No?
Yeah, it's that 2011 socket, isn't it?
Ah.
I've got
Yeah.
that right. I've already got that Ryzen. I've got a Ryzen 2400G. I've got that little mini, and I've got another one, 2600.
Right.
I'm thinking of swapping some stuff out and build another. I don't know what to do yet. We'll see. But
Hey, what did you ever do with that little mini PC you built? That
I
was
still ain't benchmarked it yet. Well, I did turn it on and benchmark it, but the quality in the picture looks a bit rubbish. But yeah, temperatures under full CPU load only gets to 50 odd, so that's pretty good for that little case. So that knocks
Wow.
you up. CPU cooler was really decent, and I think when I did Furmark, I think it got to 71. About 71 Celsius, which ain't too bad
Well,
for a
you-
small case like
yeah,
that.
you know, that's really not bad. So you're not going to flip that fan around or that power supply around or anything?
Well, it didn't seem to bother it. I'm going to going to leave it as it is while it's working like that. I might try it both ways, but I think I'll do a review on it just to show people what it's like.
Right,
I'm going to screen capture it because I try to put the camera onto the screen,
right.
and it's just getting really crappy image quality.
Hey, sometimes that's okay, man. It don't have to be
Yeah, so
perfect.
someone said I need to take the camera off of auto and try and do the
Oh, the manual focus and all?
yeah. Well, it's not the focus; it's more the
It's-
light.
yeah.
What's that ISO?
Yeah,
Change that,
yeah, the ISO. Yeah,
the
yeah.
aperture. Change all that aperture up and
Yeah.
or something like that. Make it a bit more.
Yeah, that's not too difficult. But yeah, I mean I really like that build too.
Yeah.
That was a pretty crafty build and very small. I just wondering, I mean, do you have any plans for it as far as you know, putting it to use, or are you just gonna sell it?
No, but I don't know. I think I'm going to put an 1800X in it and then use it for me because it's got a 1070 Ti in there, so that's plenty powerful for gaming and stuff. So
Uh-huh.
I was going to use it for streaming and gaming and stuff like that, and then build myself another one for me rendering and me general use. Really, that's what I was going to do. But I'm going to try and get that room sorted out in the summer.
Yeah.
You know, redecorate in there, recarpet, all that sort of stuff, because it's so small in there. It's very difficult to manage the amount of stuff that I keep getting. I've just got rid of a load of cases, and now I've got 5 more in there. So
That's how you roll,
It's just-
man. Gotta,
Yeah, I've got to clean it out a little bit. But it'll be all right.
that desk that you have there that you've been showing pictures of, that your desk, what is that? Is that your i7 sitting at that and hooked up to those two monitors?
Yeah, that's the i7. Yeah, it's still a beast, man. I'm telling you, 64 gig of RAM, DDR4, runs like anything. It chews all the red.
Uh-oh. I think I lost Brian. I think I just lost Brian. Let's see if I can get him back. Brian!
No.
Okay, there you go. You there?
Am I back?
Yeah, you're back.
Look at what happened there.
I don't know, man. I don't know. But yeah. Yeah, you know, all the reviews you do on cases, man, you've been getting a lot of those in, and I like them. I like your case reviews.
Yeah, I think I'm just gonna. It'll probably die a death, that video, but you know what they're like. They don't like the product stuff. But I think I'm gonna put something. I've still got that. Cooler Master one that's really decent. It's about 180 quid's worth, that case, and it's sitting there doing nothing. So I've got to do something with it.
And you got to have a whole room full of computers that you're not doing anything with.
Yeah.
Yeah, you ought to, you know, I've seen you've done some giveaways, man. You ought to keep that going.
I've got a giveaway coming tomorrow. Another one coming tomorrow.
Another one.
Yeah, no,
Oh,
giveaway tomorrow.
well, you heard it here first, then, everybody. He's got
Yeah,
in the.
well, if you've got enough, I've got some license keys here if you want to give away a couple in your stream.
Some license keys. What's the license keys for?
It's that Mini Tool Partition Wizard Pro.
Ah, that's the Mini Tool Partition Wizard Pro.
Yeah, if you want to give if there's a couple of people you want to pick wildly in there and get them to message you, I'll send them to you.
All right. We'll do that. See, we got several people in the
Yeah.
room here, so yeah, I could pick them randomly.
Yeah, I think Greg's had one.
Greg's has one. Okay. Yeah. Yep. Now we losing him again. I don't know why that keeps happening. I'm going to plug this in to test it. We lost him. Let's see if I can get him back one more time. All right, I got it plugged in, everyone. You there, Brian? No, it's Brian. It's calling him. Oh well, that's really nice of him to offer some keys there. Hello. What do you keep doing?
I don't know. It keeps going out.
Yeah.
Must be your phone company.
Nah, I mean I'm on Wi-Fi.
Well, I've got 7 licenses here. If you want to give them away to people.
Okay, we can do that.
So, you can pick if you want to pick 7 people out. I was thinking, it's up to you. Pick who you like.
Yeah.
I'll get one of them boxes. That one, I think.
Who?
Welsh Tony, that one. I think.
You can see here this laptop boots up, so that's a good thing.
There you go.
What about Jose? Jose
Yeah.
Monasteca. I think that's his name.
Yeah.
There's
Give us a
one
messenger.
there. Let's see.
You got Tony Vento there as well.
See, Tony. We definitely Tony doesn't have a key, does he? I don't think so.
No.
So we'll do Tony.
Yeah, do Tony.
You said Greg has one? Nah. You still there, Brian?
Have you got a call coming in?
Yeah, no. Does Greg have one? Do you know? Greg M?
Greg has one.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll give Greg one.
Let's see who else I have in here.
Maybe John Sunak.
John,
whatever that is.
yep,
Yeah.
security guru. Yep.
Yes, what about Stuart? There's a Stuart guy there.
Stewart, yep. Him. Bodeville,
And
yep.
there's another guy there, DK Lucas.
Oh, he's got to have one, DK Lucas now. He's always in here. Is Sir Hibbler? I see him in here.
Yeah, I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 licenses.
Well,
8 licenses.
I don't have a lot of people in the chat, dude, to be honest. That's about it as far as that goes, according to
I can see Jeepin Survival.
that's Fred.
That's Fred.
Yeah.
We'll get them to email you
Yep.
with their email address,
Yep.
and I'll give you the information. You can send them to them.
PDG just got in. How about we give him one?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Go
Well,
on.
listen, all you guys.
To, email you.
All you guys who I've just mentioned, email me at tim@timscomputerfix.net or go to my website, contact me there at timscomputerfix.net. There's a little contact me button on the right side. Send me your name and your email, and I'll see to it. Thanks to Brian, we'll get you some free Minitool Pro keys. All right. Appreciate that, Brian.
No worries, mate.
That's
no
awesome.
worries.
That's awesome. Heck yeah. But I've got this laptop running now, so I can just put it
All
back
right, then I'll
together.
hang up here then. I'll let you get on with that, and then you can sort that out with them. Let me know
Yep.
when, Tim, and I'll send you those licenses over.
I will, Brian. Thanks for calling, buddy, and thanks again.
No worries, mate.
All
Take
right.
it easy.
Bye. Very nice of Brightech. Very, very nice. Appreciate that. Yep, you guys just give me that information. We'll see to it that you get those keys. So, all right. Well, let me finish up here. So, as everybody saw, the screen came on. The computer booted up. So it looks like they're going to be pretty much good to go after this power jet repair. Didn't know if you saw what I did there, but I pulled the power button off of the palm rest itself to make it easier for me to power the computer on. Makes sense, right? All right. Put this back on. If I can figure out how that went back on there, let's see. Like this. There we go. Get my power button back on here. Little piece of tape that they had on there originally. Right? I think I can start putting this back together. So I got all my screws and little knickknacks that came with it that I took off all in one little baggie here. That's on there. Let's see. Make sure all my motherboard screws are in. 1, 2, 3. Yeah. They're all in, so that's good. Awesome. Let's get this guy put back together real quick. Nope, nothing shorted on the main board. Everything's good there. It booted right up, so I think we're good on that. Basically, everything just goes back kind of common now for most laptops. Snap the palm rest back on here. Be sure we plug in the power button. Yeah, that looks good. And I did reattach all those ribbon cables that I originally disconnected. And that looks like that's touchpad. Yep, touchpad ribbon cables back on. Looking good. Right, so let me dump out my screws here. I think these small ones are for the touchpad, for the palm rest. Yeah. I'm going to swap out my tip on my driver set here. A little bit easier to work with. Just go ahead and put these screws back in. Or maybe that's not. Maybe they aren't the smaller ones. Hold on. Yeah. Let's see. Nope, I was wrong. It probably goes on the bottom of the computer. That's alright. If I can get that out of there. Hang on. Just go with these then. And one here. And one here. And I think that's it for the screws on the palm rest. One right here. Let me see something here real quick. That says M 2.5, 2.5. Yeah. I'm just making sure I got the right size screws in here, everybody. El Diablo, welcome. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Glad you can make it. I got a few emails coming in here, I see. I'll take care of you. I'll be sure you get your keys. I'll do that shortly after my stream is over with here. Yeah. No, that one isn't right. We'll get it. I see Tony's. Tony, Tony, Tony. What's going on, Tony? I like Tony. He's always in all of our live feeds. Let's see, I don't see another one, so yeah, let's do this one. There we go. There we go. All right, so what I'm going to do now is I'm going to just attach the ribbon cable to the keyboard here. And then I'm going to just test fire it just to be sure my keyboard's working and my touchpad's working before I... Oh, these dang ribbon cables are always a bunch of fun, aren't they? Let's see. Alright. That's in. Close it down. Wow. Okay, that was nice and snug. Let's just power this on. I'm not going to use her her old adapter. We'll just get rid of that. The new adapter. Like I say, I'm just going to test to be sure that the keyboard and touchpad works. Stuart's been using the Acronis 2019 Pro, that giveaway, I think. Yeah, I bet that is. I bet the 2019 is a really good one. Smoke test. I hope not. I hope not. John. Yeah, you know, Greg, it's always a pain in the butt when you accidentally forget to plug something in, especially on those laptops that are a little bit more difficult to get into. So I don't. So looks like the I don't want to show my customer's name there, so I'm going to pull that out of the way there a little bit. And let's see. Yep, keyboard works, so we're in good shape. Shut it down. Let it shut off, and I'll finish putting this back together. All right. Make sure I'm snapping down okay on this side here. This doesn't look quite right over here. There we go. Yeah, she'll snap down. Just making sure. We go ahead and lock the keyboard into place. Snap down everything there. See, you always want to be sure, of course, that you test the keyboard and touchpad before you snap your keyboard down, just in case, because it will save you some time, and time is money, right, when it comes to stuff like this. And I'm just going around making sure I'm fully clamped down here, and everything looks good. So we can close this up now. Flip it over this way, and we can just finish the job off here. Take this CD drive. I've got another computer here that has a bit of an issue that we may look at. Brian says he's got more giveaways tomorrow on his channel. Hey, you heard it here first. Be looking for that. Brian with the giveaways, man. I mean, come on. How great is it that you have a YouTube channel like that, man? And you know what though? Look at this. See this? You know what these are? Anytime I see this, I know exactly. And you see those little teeny ones with flat heads on it? Guess what I forgot to do? Brian distracted me. I want to take this CD drive back out. Because that's where those little flat screws go. You almost always see these type of screws in those locations. Thank you, Brian. I'll have a look. Get out of this stream here shortly. Surgeon's hands. Surgeon's hands. There we go. Yeah, Brian Tech has content, man. He's a content king, that's for sure. That's for darn sure. I mean, you talking about video after video after video. You guys just don't realize how hard that is to do. To be able to do that and have a life. I mean, to pump out videos like that, it's incredible. So you guys remember that, man. Appreciate that whenever he's pumping out those videos like that, because I'm telling you, that's not an easy thing to do. Good. Just button all these things up. Got another one here for the keyboard. Brian says he has no life. Well, at least you have your YouTube community. Brian goes to work like everyone else. Like Brian says, he's just not sitting back in his pipe and slippers making videos all day long. He gets up and goes to work. Crazy, man. All right. We're getting close to wrapping this one up, everybody. Getting close. See if I have any screws left over. Brian, or anybody in the UK, have they voted yet on that YouTube thing about copyrighted material? Has that vote gone through yet? I forget what that's called, but it could be pretty devastating to YouTube, man, if that goes through. Look at that. Put this in here. This is the Wi-Fi card. Yeah. Not yet. They haven't voted on that yet. I don't think that other job you mentioned, Brian, would be something you should be doing. I'll just leave it at that. All right, I'm putting on the Wi-Fi antenna here. And that's it. I mean, look, come on, y'all. I mean, how about this, right? You got a nice slot for a stick of RAM. And here's a nice opening for a stick of RAM. But they don't solder on the little connector to put a RAM stick in there. Because why? Because they're trying to save every penny. I mean, come on, give us another slot there. What is that about? What is that about, you know? That's just terrible. All right, we got just the back cover. If I can figure out how to get that on. There we go. There we go. Click, click, click. What do we have here? Battery. Stand it up. Okay. Well, she'll be good to know. She'll be glad to know that her laptop is... There's another thing. Everybody brings their laptop in and always leaves their wireless mouse dongle plugged into the USB port. And man, let me tell you something. As a tech, I'll try to catch it and pull it before they check it in and hand it to them and let them be responsible for it. But as a tech, you know, if you don't keep track of these things and you give their computer back to them, you're going to get a phone call an hour or so later going, hey, my mouse doesn't work, and the thing that I had that plugged into, it's not with the computer. I think I brought it in with it, and then then you have to go through the trouble of letting them know that you don't know where that, or you don't even know. Sometimes when you take those off, if you don't keep track of them, I hate it when they leave those things. But I always try to keep track of it for them. Just saves extra headache. Anyway, this lady will be very grateful to know that her laptop is going to be fine. So that's that, right? You know, and for us, that's a relatively simple power jack job, you know. It's worth getting that done than having to go out and buy a new computer. So I don't, and people say that, oh, the computer repair industry is dying. Well, I'll say this, it's definitely not what it used to be. Certainly not. It's evolved into some different things, and you better diversify a little bit and have your fingers in a little bit more than just certain types of computer repairs. But that's common of anything that you do. Basically, don't put all your eggs in one basket. But I've been so busy this past year. Computer repair has been wonderful to me. So I don't know what story is there. If there's rumors about the computer repair industry is dying. It's been doing well for me. One of my better years, actually. All right. Well, that is that for that computer. How long have I been going here? Yeah, that's okay. I got another one, but it's sort of like ones I've been doing here, though. It's just a simple fan problem. Another fan problem, you say? Yes. Oh, guess what? Another HP. Yes, Brian, perhaps that's... If that's all you do, yeah, that may be an issue down the line. Perhaps. But who am I to say, right? Look, case there. See, there's another one. Don't lose that, man. You'll hear about it. You'll hear about it. This is, well, wonderful. A Windows 8 machine. I'm sure it's been updated to Windows 10. Just got a fan issue, he says. As usual, I don't take customers' word on things. Look at this. Oh, looks like the grommets have come loose on the plastics. Everybody says, I got a broken hinge, I got a broken hinge. No, you don't. The hinge is fine. Anytime I see that, I know exactly what happened. He's going to need new plastics to fix that, or there's a chance that the screws may have just slipped out. But you don't want to make that situation any worse. This side looks the same thing. Oh, these old HPs, man. Let's see if I can see any. Well, don't see any screws at all on this side around the hinge area. Probably should be. Anyway. Wow. We got to be careful here because what we don't want to happen is for that situation to get worse. I mean, he brought it in here for a fan problem. We got to strip this whole laptop down, and the plastics have been compromised in some sort of way. So what happens sometimes is when you go to tear the laptop down, this situation gets worse, or pieces of broken plastics start falling out, and you can never get it back to at least the state that it is in now. So that's something that needs to be addressed. And I think what I'm going to do, everyone, before I start getting into this, I think I'm going to call him and talk to him about this, because I don't want to start stripping this down and then get it to a point where I can't even get it back together properly because of, it's already half broken. So I'm going to stop right there, and I'm going to get back with him and call him. And basically, what I'm going to let him know is that he's got plastic, hinge issues, and I'm not sure where it has kind of let go. But I just want to give him some heads up that there's a possibility that we may need to order something more than just a fan, to have this put back together properly. And I want to hear it from his mouth first. Hot glue, no, Brian. You want to use that other stuff. What's it called? What is that other stuff called? Not hot glue. JB Weld is what you want to use. JB Weld is the stuff to use for that. Let me pull this back some here, man. Pull that back. Yeah. JB Weld. Those were the days. That's it. Awesome. Yeah, those were the days, weren't they? Gorilla Glue. Yeah, I've heard of people using Gorilla Glue on that. I mean, everybody's got their way. Every tech has their way. As long as it's not a hack fix or something, or just a sorry way to repair something. If it does the job and does it well and makes sense, it's fine. Nothing wrong with it. Hot glue is really good for certain situations. Yes, I've used hot glue more than just about anything else, for sure. But you don't want to use things like hot glue or JB Weld to try to repair any type of grommets that have fell out of plastics. I mean, that's just not going to hold over time, and you need to go ahead and replace those plastics. Do yourself a favor and the customer a favor, and do that. So, well, listen, everyone. 10,000 subscribers, man. I'm proud of that. It's not a big deal, to a lot of YouTube channels out there, but 10,000 to me really does mean a lot. And you guys have been around here for a while supporting me, and I know I could probably treat you guys better by giving you more content. Trust me, I have the content. It's the time that is my issue, but I'm not making excuses. I just need to make it happen. I just want to thank everyone and all my moderators in here. I want to really thank Brian from Brytech09 for chiming in here, and we had a few giveaways go on here, and anybody that names I called out and you guys sent me the information or whatever, well, I'll get you sorted out here very shortly. And I'm going to keep on making content, man, and we're going to keep rolling with this thing, and we're going to evolve as this technology evolves and see where it takes us. So once again, I appreciate everyone for joining me here today, and as usual, everyone, see you soon.